We have a 3rd gen Tacoma bed here, and we're going to be installing a BakFlip X4S roll-up cover, and this does have the relocated rails. So we're going to go through and install it pretty quickly. Always refer to the installation manual for the cover itself. We're going to show how it kind of meshes with our system and how we combat the relocated rails. So we're going to get into actually relocating the rails now, and then we're going to assemble the side pieces and our brackets at the same time. There are about 4 bolts with a T40 bit or T30 bit that hold the rail in, and we're going to remove all of those. The rail's off, and we're going to go grab our relocation kit. So this is the side rail of the tonneau cover, and you can see it has a little bit of weather stripping here. So we're not going to trim the weather stripping, we're going to keep it on, but if you want it to, you'll see a small gap. If you want it to sit a little bit more flush, you can always just trim it. We might do one just to show that. These are the relocation brackets, so these slide into the side rail, and then we're going to basically loosely put this up, not tighten anything. All right, so we have our relocated rail with the brackets up here. Tacoma utility track and all the hardware. So we're actually going to go ahead and slide our T-nuts in now with the rail off. All right, so we have our T-nuts in. We have our BillieBars brackets here. This is the 8-inch relocated rail system for the BakFlip covers only. So what we're going to do is kind of hold everything up here at the same time. We already marked where we want the brackets to sit on both sides. So we measured from the front bulkhead out so that everything's even. And then we're going to align the brackets with the holes. Just lightly tighten that so it doesn't fall. And we're going to do that for the other 2 up here also. All right, so now that the tonneau cover's on, the brackets are sitting here, we're going to slide the utility track in between the bracket and the relocated brackets from the BakFlip cover. And it is a tight fit. Should slide up. And then we're going to align the holes with the holes in the bracket. Then we're going to take the smaller bolts and bolt the utility track into the relocated brackets that BakFlip supplies. So now we have our T-slot nuts that are supplied in our BillieBars kit. We're going to slide those in to align with the holes in the bracket. And then we have our screws and washers here. This is a 9/16 socket, lock washer, flat washer. We're going to thread those into the nut. And then tighten them down. We're going to get to the other side. Now that's one side, tonneau cover rail on, the BakFlip brackets and the relocated brackets with the utility track. We're going to finish up the other side and then get the roll on the cover. So on this side, we didn't trim the weather stripping just to show both ways. You do have a little gap right at the bracket here, and you can always fill that with extra weather stripping. And then on the other side, we actually trimmed the weather stripping a little bit, and you can see how it sits a little bit more flat. You get that nice seal there. So now we have our roll. We got the rails installed with our brackets. We're gonna go ahead and put the roll on, roll it out, and get the crossbars on, and then get this thing out of here. Now we're gonna throw the crossbars on top. We're gonna tighten them down. This is the T40 security bolt, lock washer, flat washer. We pre-coated these in anti-seize. You can use anti-seize, it just helps prolong the life of the bolt. So now that everything's installed here with the BakFlip X4S cover, so the revolver, we're gonna open it up and show how it rolls quick. Get this question sometimes. This is the 8-inch BillieBar system. You'll be able to roll it under the first bar. Now we cheated the second bar up a little bit. If we moved it back a couple inches, you are able to roll it past the second bar, but it's going to be a tight fit. So it's just something to look for when you're rolling this up. You can always strap it in a position though. So we just finished up everything on this 3rd Gen Tacoma bed with the utility track and relocated rails with the BakFlip X4S cover. If you have any questions at all, reach out to us, shoot us an email, give us a ring. We're here to help.